Welcome to my shop, everyone. I'm Bobby Sharp. This is a long overdue follow-up video where I make this, a DIY pocket hole jig. I have created a free pattern that will take out the guesswork when making this DIY pocket hole jig. Now, you may have seen the original video. This is the thumbnail for that. That video has done very well on my channel. It was actually the first video that I put out. So today I'm going to do my best to explain how to build a DIY pocket hole jig using this pattern. Also, I had a lot of comments asking how to properly use this DIY pocket hole jig. So we will answer some of those questions today. In the original video, I went ahead and cut the 2x4 to its 4-inch length. But to make it easier and safer, we're going to use a longer piece of 2x4. Once we get the hole drilled, we'll cut it off to its 4-inch length. And while we're talking about your stock, make sure that you pick a 2x4 that doesn't have something like this, a knot where you're going to drill, or you have a knot on the end grain like this. So you want it nice and clean like this end of the 2x4. So make sure you pick something that's nice and clean. So you've downloaded your pattern. The first thing we need to do is cut this out. All right, we have cut our pattern out, and I've gone ahead and creased the paper on the dotted line. We're going to take our clean end of our 2x4, doesn't have the end with the knots, and we're going to glue this pattern to the end of the 2x4, just like this. Now, the way you can do that is by using a glue stick, some spray adhesive like this, some basic child's white glue or craft glue, and if you don't have any of that, you can use Mod Podge. This will work as well. I'm going to use a glue stick. The 2x4 has rounded corners on it, but don't worry about that. Just get it lined up on the end, and it doesn't have to be perfect. This is not perfect, as you see. So we've got that glued on. Now we're going to drill a hole using the crosshairs here and following the center of the 2x4 and the angle of this line. Now we're going to take a 5/16 inch drill bit. You can use a 3/8, that would work too. But if you want to do something custom, you can use a smaller drill bit for smaller screws. So keep that in mind. And that's what I'm going to use. It's a brad point, meaning it has this point on the end. But a regular bimetal drill bit would work as well. So I'm placing that in my battery drill. I'm going to clamp this to my workbench. You can clamp it to a table, your workbench in your garage, or whatever. So you can use a clamp like this or an old C-clamp like this. Either one of these will work. Now, I have a slick surface on my workbench, so I'm going to take a folded piece of sandpaper and I'm going to put it underneath there, underneath the workpiece, and then I'm going to clamp it. All right, that's going to hold it in place. Put the drill on the center of the crosshairs. I'm lining up with the line the drill bit with the line, and I'm also going to sight down the drill bit and make sure that I'm in the center, that I drill straight into the 2x4. I don't drill down or up. So that came out really well. It's not perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. If you're within 1/4 of an inch center of the center line of the 2x4, you'll be good. Now that we have our hole drilled, all we're left with is cutting off the 2x4 right here on this mark. You can do that with a handsaw, you can do that with a hacksaw if that's what you have, or you can use your table saw, radial arm saw, and in my case, I have a miter saw, and that's what I'm going to cut this with. And now we need to remove the pattern. And the glue stick just comes right off. Now if you have used spray adhesive or something like that, you can use mineral spirits, denatured alcohol, rubbing alcohol will work, or you can just leave it on there if you'd like. Now, a few questions I've been asked over the years is, can this be adapted to 1/2-inch material? I don't believe there's a way to use this on thinner material. I've never used my actual Craig jig on 1/2-inch material, and I just don't see how this could be used for that. I did mention earlier that you could use a smaller drill bit and use smaller screws. Now this is designed for like a sheetrock screw or a number 8 panhead screw, something of that nature. And the other major question I got asked is, how long should this drill bit be for this pocket hole jig? And I'll tell you this. The drill bit needs to be sticking out 3/8 of an inch, not lengthwise, but from the surface of the 2x4 to the outside edge of the drill bit, it needs to be 3/8 of an inch. Why 3/8 of an inch? Because that is half the distance of 3/4 material. This was designed for 3/4 inch thick material, both what you're drilling into and what the pocket hole jig is going to be screwed into. So it'd be a 3/4 inch piece along with another 3/4 inch piece mounted this way. Don't forget that there is a link in the description for a free pattern for this pocket hole jig. It comes with the pattern itself and a description. I appreciate you spending your time with me today in the shop building this DIY pocket hole jig. While you're here, I would appreciate if you would check out some of the other videos here on my channel, and if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. If you would, comment, like. If you don't mind, give us a thumbs up if you find this video was helpful. Good luck making your DIY pocket hole jig. We'll see you on the next one.